Oh.
Okay. How do you feel about, well, first, let's state your name. Let's state your name and instrument.
My name's Jamie Bugley and my instrument is drums.
And, Jamie, how long have you been playing drums?
28 years.
28 years. Maybe you could talk a little bit about, the concert that you saw Randy Kaye play, with Jimmy Giuffre.
My dad took me to it, and it was at the Mahawi Theater in Great Barrington, and I think I was probably 20 years old. I've been playing, I played a summer with Randy, and I had played a concert, an outdoor concert, where we actually got to play the same venue as Jimmy Giuffre and Randy and the guys that he was playing with at that time. And the concert was phenomenal, and it was the first time I ever got hypnotized by music. I actually went into some kind of trance. And I actually got to tell Jimmy to his face that he did that. He didn't know what to say.
What do you think what was different about Randy's playing, in terms of like other drummers that you had seen or heard before?
Of all the drummers that I had experienced in my life up to that time, I had never experienced a drummer that was a feel drummer. And by that I mean Randy drummed for the second that he was in, the moment that he was in. Not necessarily the sheet music in front of him that he was reading note for note, but more the feel of the music that he was playing with whoever he was playing. And he taught me to be a little bit more free with the way I was thinking about drumming. And I don't know, he seemed really casual about it, but at the same time he'd be very technical.
And you mentioned that you like to sing. You like to sing while you're playing.
Yeah.
And you know that you had heard or seen Randy do this, and sort of not in addition to backing vocals, sort of this singing that almost borderlines on like another, just an extension of the kit and another sort of instrument. It becomes kind of a percussion instrument in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, Randy, a lot of musical teachers in my life have tried to sing rudiments by using fruit like apple pie to separate the time signature of notes and individualized notes so you can learn them better. When it's in the preliminary stages of reading rudiments. But Randy went a little bit farther than that, and he would sing grooves and beats. I don't know how to describe it other than like almost like scatting, like Ella Fitzgerald would scat, or any one of those cool old jazz, you know, legendary people would do the ka-chong, kong, ba-dong, gong, ka-chong kind of stuff. And he would be able to convey that to me, and it rubbed off on me enough that now, if I record, anytime I recorded, they'd always pick on me going, oh, yeah, ka-chong, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. So I've ruined endless tape by grunting and moaning.
That's pretty unique. Not a lot of guys do that. Why do you use it? Do you use it? Is it also like a tool for you to keep time, or?
I use it as a kind of like the way he taught me was a way to get the feel of whatever music we were playing. How would I say it? The timing of it, really, or the feel of it. Randy was a feel player, so he would convey that in pretty much everything he was trying to teach me. to simplify it and make it actually more fun. It would kind of become like more than just the notes, because the notes can be tedious and boring. So he would make it a little bit more fun by kind of making it into somewhat of a song all on its own. So that's what, I don't know, that's what I got out of it. And it kind of rubbed off on me enough that I sort of do it naturally now. When I hear stuff, I kind of hear him doing it in my head. And it was only a summer. I mean, I didn't study with him very long, and I kicked myself for not studying with him longer, because I would have learned a lot more.
Any other anything you know, anything you might have to add in terms of you know, how his influence has affected you?
He taught me that there's another side of music. When I was young is when I studied with him, and I had a different perception of music from learning the basics of how to read music, and it was all school taught. And Randy was the first person that taught me how to actually bring it through my body and then connect it to my mind. And it actually made it more pleasurable for me, instead of it being a chore or maybe a lesson. And I think that's what was so great about how he was trying to teach me, is that he really took the edge off of it right away and made it really fun. And that stuck with me. And I think that actually from then on, made music more fun for me, because I could see the feeling side of it instead of just the robotic.
Right. I mean, he would oftentimes almost like, in addition to the singing, he'd almost be like dancing in a way, like it's not just your two legs and your two arms that you're playing with. Like, it's your whole body. Do you find that you do that yourself, or?
It's like a good writer will make you, with the words that he or she writes, will make you instantly generate pictures and stories in your head, and it makes the reading of the book enjoyable, so you can't put it down. And I think that Randy touched on something at a good point in my life where I was influential and revered his playing and respected him at a level where I was listening to him, and it stuck, which is great. I think maybe if I was younger and maybe more bullheaded, I wouldn't have, but I think he came into my life at a good time where I appreciate what he taught me, even though it was for a very short time. I won't forget it ever, and it's become kind of in me. So there's a little piece of Randy in me forever. So thanks, Randy.